Dude, our list is long.
Yeah, I want to knock a few up. That was a total accident.
The Tito's is kicking in.
Basically, I'd like to start off this.
Yeah, what did you want to talk to Julia about?
Well, I need to start off this episode. Can we do a little bit before we call Julia?
Yeah.
And I would like to do some updates.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before we do that, I thought of one thing is that we never say our names on this podcast. We say Bad Brothers, but, and I put it in the episode descriptions, Michael and Will, but we don't say our names that often on here. This is your host.
Oh, I forgot.
This is your co-host B, because I'm actually microphone number 2. This is co-host 2, Michael.
This is host 1, co-host numero 1, Will.
And this is the Bad Brothers podcast, and I think we dubbed all ye listeners as
Bad Family.
the Bad Family.
Shout out Bad Family.
We just ordered 2,500 t-shirts, I think. So,
Oh, I actually need to put that on the list. I actually have a plan for the t-shirts.
okay. Let's talk about that when we talk to Julia. Remind me of that. Remind me
T-shirts.
what you're saying.
Okay.
I want to start off this episode with some updates. And I might get I got some heavy right at the beginning, but I need one thing I like that we do on this podcast is we revisit some past topics. We give some updates.
Mm-hmm.
We just shoot from the hip here. This is like a barbershop. This is like Mark's Barbershop, located in Gig Harbor, and go there and mention
$5 off if you tell them the Bad Brothers sent you.
Yeah.
They're part of the Bad Family. They'll take care of you.
That's a real thing. Do it. $5 off.
That is actually a real thing for once. And out of all of our ads, really go to Mark's Barbershop and tell John specifically, Bad Brothers sent you. He'll give you $5 off.
That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, one of the things we do is go back and do some updates. We usually record 2 at a time. And so it has some of the topics have some time to simmer. Mm-hmm. And one of our last episodes, we talked about Amy Grant.
Yes.
And I said that she divorced her husband to marry
Vince
Gill. And that's how I remember it in my head. That's how I heard about it at my age. But I did some research. See, I wanted to go in the annals of history.
The what?
The annals of history.
How do you spell that?
You know, sometimes when you're reading a word and it says annals of history and you think it's annals of history, but it's actually annals of history. Mm. And so I was trying to find what year we would have gone to Jesus Northwest. I was trying to figure out when I had the Michael W. Smith CD because it came out a certain year.
Yeah, Jesus Northwest. Yeah.
And it came out a certain year, but then I realized it released in September, so I couldn't have had it then. I would have had to have it the following summer.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of interesting to put all the dates together and everything. But also, I was trying to look and see if anybody kept track of when so-and-so. I don't even think Amy Grant might have been at Jesus Northwest. I just think they may have got her CD from her label or something they were selling there.
Just selling them.
But here's what I found out. It was 5 years in between divorce and remarried to Vince Gill.
Oh.
And you said, does she do country? And I said, no, not even close. But she does kind of do country now.
Oh.
But back then,
no, it was just contemporary
pop
Christian.
Music, yeah. Well, I think her song went number 1.
Yeah, it went out in the secular world too.
Yeah. But here's the deal. Here's what I wanted to clarify also. Not that I need to clarify. It was just interesting. This also is not a clarification podcast. This is just update. But she didn't divorce her husband to marry Vince Gill. She divorced her husband because he was a drug addict at the time. Right now, I think he's doing good. I went to his Instagram.
We'll tag him.
What was his name? I can't remember right now. But anyways, this is what I want to say about that. And it's kind of funny because we were joking about, and I hope everybody appreciated.
Gary Chapman.
Oh yeah, Gary Chapman. I hope everybody appreciated the little video I put together from the.
That was good.
If we have some funny moments on the podcast ever, I'd like to do more, but we have to say something entertaining and or funny and or cry.
Wikipedia says there was 1 year apart between the marriages.
Wikipedia says that?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to argue with you. I just was looking up his name. But it says divorced 99, married 2000. March and March.
That doesn't vibe with my research, but I could be wrong. And like I'm saying, this is not a double check forensic podcast.
We're not fact checking Amy Grant's life.
But here's what I did want to say about that is like the joke we were also making in the thing, which was that she went secular and got flack for it and left Christian music.
Number 1 pop single, Baby Baby.
Is the same sort of thing where like they get a divorce and it turns out like she's the bad person.
Oh yeah.
Most likely
everyone comes up with a story.
Yes. Most likely because she's a woman, because it's very common for like to look and say like, I don't know.
With any relationship,
I guess
and especially if a relationship
a
ends, everyone comes up with their own story.
But
there's always a good guy and a bad guy in their mind, even if there wasn't. You know?
Yeah, probably this is what happened. Probably because they thought she was being immoral because of the music and everything. Now all of a sudden she's being immoral and wants out of her marriage.
Right.
But I read the Gary Chapman thing, and he was basically like a good musician and everything his whole life, and talented and everything, but could never like break. And I don't know if he was in her band for a point or whatever.
I remember him. He was another like Christian singer.
Yeah, but he could just never break like she did, and he was jealous of her success. And also became like a cocaine addict or something like that. But it's just kind of funny that they can try to like work on their marriage and everything and try to like piece it together for 3 years while he's an addict. And I can't remember if he had an affair or anything like that, but not that he needs to. But
what just happened?
Yeah, all of a sudden we got electronic bzz. And we're back. I don't know. We had a sound issue, but the fact that they could be working on their marriage and try to like keep it together, and basically she was the good person.
He was writing songs for her too.
He was the good person, or she was a good person for trying to stay together when he was obviously being like so disrespectful to their relationship.
Is doing drugs disrespectful?
Yeah, lots of different scenarios, but yeah, it made me think of like, no, this is weird, but like, yeah, just the fact that she would get labeled as the bad person.
Oh yeah.
And just how easily that happens. Like, I was thinking about like when there's like abusive relationships and
Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Yeah. Chris Brown and Rihanna. The one that's been lately is the,
oh yeah, who was that? Johnny
Depp and Amber Heard, and I don't even know about that. And
me neither.
She could be but he lost his libel case that that magazine or the newspaper called him a wife beater.
Hey, I just heard the recording where she hit him in the face.
And this is what I was going to say about that is like, that's the messed up part, especially about like abusive relationships or like any kind of messed up relationship. It doesn't have to be like physical abuse or anything, but it's like, you know, as soon as the one person hits the other person back, I mean, Johnny Depp could have been this crazy, like slamming her against the wall, dragging her, blah, 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 blah. And as soon as she hits him, then it's like some people go, well, they're both hitting each other.
Now it's all even.
Yeah. And so they both bear that responsibility. It's like, no, there's also like intention and circumstance and everything. Not everything is letter of the law. Some stuff is like intention behind the law. And it just goes in any sort of relationship. Like people create any story they want. So it's like, here's Amy Grant, you know, and it sounds like, I mean, we don't know either. It sounds like she was a good person in the relationship, and what I read that about what he wrote and everything, saying like, yeah, I was a totally messed up I was not good. I was jealous of her. I was doing drugs. I was going around, blah, blah, blah. I was not being present in the marriage, but then she gets labeled for that. Yeah. And somehow that makes it down to me in third grade. And then I understand somehow that she's the bad person. It's like sort of
8 years old.
Yeah, it's sort of messed up. It's very messed up.
That's just the patriarchy, how it works.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is crazy.
What I take from all of that is everyone, especially now, there wasn't even social media then. Yeah. Especially now, everyone has their idea of a relationship. And so if something happens in the relationship, then ASMR. If something happens in the relationship, then you know, they have their story about it from social media.
Right.
Whether that's true or not.
Yeah.
Let's go to our...
Yeah, I've been thinking about that trust thing you said too. I have another update for next time.
What'd I say?
We did those questions last week.
Oh, yeah.
About do you trust?
What makes you trust me?
And that's partly what I think about too. It's just like, I was listening to it again, editing, and I was like, I didn't mean to say I don't trust you or whatever, because I definitely trust you more than...
I was like crying myself to sleep. I'm just kidding.
Because we are family, there are some ways I trust you more than other people, but you know, relationships with family or anything are the same as other relationships. You build up these, you know, experiences, you build up these situations, these memories, these, you know, times together where you do learn and you do begin to trust more and more and more and more. And if someone, and speaking about the relationship thing, is like, if I just see somebody's relationship drama or whatever on Facebook, on Instagram, it's like, of somebody that I don't know very well, it's like, or you just know in one capacity, you have to be honest about that. It's like,
it doesn't even have to be the drama. It could be just, they're just pictures or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you might see that person every week or every day or whatever. You might work with them. But it's like, it's easy to act nice in an office when it's your job on the line, you know, and you could be anybody at home, you know. And is that Julia?
Yeah, I just was telling her we're getting closer.
Oh yeah, maybe like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, she didn't respond. So,
I also have a second update.
Hit us with the update. I don't know if I have any updates, unless you want to hear more music suggestions or TV show suggestions. That's all I do.
We got some time to fill next week.
Maybe I'll do a Patreon for all the Patreon suggestions.
You could do a one-off. You could do a
0.5.
Yeah, you could do a 0.5.
I'll do as many 0.5s about music as you want.
You could do it.
If the Bad Family wants music, half episodes, you want your 10-minute weekly music update, I will do it. Let me know in the comments. There's nothing I love more than sharing music. So
I feel like the Spotify. I just saw the logo. I saw the I think the Spiros episode is going to be like a 0.5. It's going to be a full number, but
are we going to record it at Spiros?
Oh yeah, because they're allowing people now.
Well, for now.
Oh yeah, for now. Probably for another day.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm still working on that. I kind of got burned out working on my song.
Is it the second wave or the third wave we're at now of coronavirus?
I don't know, but it's worse than the
10th wave.
Beginning.
Yeah.
As of right now. Okay, I have an update, which is, last week we kind of jokingly, and by we, I said, I mean me, kind of jokingly called out Prindle Ridge Farm.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to refer to her as Prindle Ridge Farm.
Because there's more than one person on the farm.
She does have an actual name and she does have an actual family, and there are more people on the farm. However, that's her Instagram, so she's just going to get called Prindle Ridge Farm from now on.
You called her out and said she was obsessed with herself.
She said we were obsessed, and then I said the only reason you would bring up the word obsessed is if that's the lens through which you see the world yourself. And I have to retract that because she has not heard that. She has not heard that episode.
Yeah.
As of right now, when we're recording this, and she'll hear it hopefully Monday at 9 p.m. or whenever she listens. And
probably Tuesday morning while she's working out.
In the meantime, she contacted and said she would send us some swag.
And you felt guilty.
I didn't feel guilty because I was only joking. Tee-hee-hee.
Ha ha ha.
I was only joking. So Prindle Ridge Farm, just lay off me. It was just a joke. But honestly, it was like so nice for her to say she would send something, and I really appreciate that. And
she's a real member of the Bad Family.
And yeah, so what I wanted to say, it actually inspired me because I've been having some fun. I made that video. I made the little stinger in the middle of our episode.
Yeah, when we had to.
Oh, that was the same episode.
The bathroom break.
We had the bathroom break. I hope you guys all appreciated. I worked really hard on that. And
4 seconds of fame.
Yeah, 4 seconds of it. And I want our podcast to have a hook besides we're bad brothers and we're getting along. That's one hook. That's hook A.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to have a hook B, which is, and I've been writing this Spiro song, and I enjoyed writing that little stinger.
Yeah.
And anybody who would like to advertise, I say advertise, what I really mean is sponsorship. Strike advertise from the record. You're not supposed to say that because it sounds too much like money. Sponsorship sounds like, hey, we're all just getting along here.
Partnership.
Yeah, if you want to partner with this podcast, I will make you a little jingle.
Nate needs to partner with us.
And my goal is, I mean, it's kind of growing outside of Port Orchard, Prindle Ridge Farm. That's in Prindle Ridge, Washington.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a place.
I think so. I think I looked it up once. I might have to make a correction in a couple weeks.
Mark's Barbershop.
Mark's Barbershop, Gig Harbor. Spiros is Port Orchard. They're not even they're getting a pre-jingle, which is not even a jingle. It's like 4 minutes now. But it's coming along great. Uncle Dave's is going to get a free one because I just wanted to try it out. You mentioned them 2 episodes ago, so I'm going to give them a free one.
Biscuits and gravy.
Mark's got one coming. It's in voice notes.
Ooh.
I got my voice raw, like on the way to work this morning, just doing some jingles. So I got my voice notes, and I just wanted to
apologize for saying that she was obsessed with herself.
No, I'm not going to. No.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
That is a joke.
It was a joke.
So there's nothing to apologize for. It's all in good fun. But I would like to share, like, you know, the type of services I'm going to offer.
Okay.
And so
their legitness.
You know what? I made this really quick.
Okay.
At night. I sent it to you.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to re-record the vocals. I was going to do some blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not doing this like super professional. I will get you a good sounding one. So I'm just going to.
Oh, yeah. Well, you sent me the rough draft.
It didn't really get beyond rough draft. But let me just hit play in 3, 2, 1. But I'm going to test it out actually and edit this. Okay, so I'm going to play this one.
I forgot I made an epic advertisement video for this.
Yeah, so I'll post a video after this ep. And you can see we made a great video for it. So I'll give you the creepy version. I like the creepy version best. I did make an actual version.
This was also like almost at midnight that we did this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Tammy's like watching like some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she looks over at me and I start singing these lyrics and she just loses it because I'm just singing in my headphones, you know?
And I'm just sitting on the couch watching TikToks.
It sounds like garbage, but I did put my whole heart into it, if that matters.
It does.
One group of livestock, one group of people, which will be first to slaughter the other? Prindle Ridge Farm.
So that's what you get, Prindle Ridge. And I'll do that for anybody who wants to partner with our podcast, you know, become a sponsor. And I added a few things. This one's probably a little bit louder. See, I can do a real one. Came up with a little funky bass line.
I didn't even last night. I haven't heard this.
I know. Oh, I don't want to play it through there. It's playing anyway.
Too late.
One group of livestock, one group of people, which will be first to slaughter the other? Prindle Ridge Farm.
Uh-oh. It automatically played. Wait, we're gonna get defunded or whatever.
There we go.
I like the arpeggiated synth.
It's kind of the same one in the Spiros song, but
oh, secrets of the trade.
Listen, I already said I'm not Pooh Bear, so you're getting what you're getting. But like I said,
you're no Charlie Puth, but
even if you're not getting Charlie Puth, what you are getting is Charlie Puth times 10 in my heart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
for sure.
Anybody who would like to become if you know of a business who would like to,
Nate's Card Shop, we
do expect in return some amount of free something. That is the thing. It doesn't. It can be money, for sure. It can definitely be money, but it can just be a free anything. It can be
food.
All I'm asking from Spiros is one free pizza. That was my goal of this podcast. One free pizza.
They probably throw away at least 17 a day.
I doubt it because they are really
on top of their game.
But yeah.
But you can't control Karen's complaining about something.
Oh yeah. So
Shout out.
maybe
Karen.
somebody doesn't pick it up right now. They're doing takeout, and then your tire goes flat.
I just
on the
realized
way.
Karen's name is Karen.
She has a Y. So
I know.
Maybe that's better.
All right.
Question mark?
Should we go to our field reporter out in the field?
Yeah. So, anyways, I just want to put that out there. Those are some updates. Thank you, Prindle Ridge Farm. I appreciate it. I mean, I haven't seen anything yet, so.
I appreciate it.
But I do want to appreciate the nice, lively banter we've been having.
I sent her the auto-tune cows.
And okay, now we called her in March. Honestly. Oh yeah. Speaking of swag, is that where you're gonna have your microphone up there? It looks like it's by your eyeball.
Oh, yeah, I've always done that. Force of habit.
Is that
because
that
with
the
my
cool thing?
old heads, huh?
Is that the cool thing or something?
No, it's that with my old headset, the one that we got when we bought Rosetta Stone, is like if it was below my nose, you could hear me breathing. And so I had it above my nose so you can hear me breathing.
I can hear you breathe.
Can you hear this? Just kidding.
I thought you were really going for it. Do you ever game before your... Okay, here's what happened in college. So it was the first one, like LAN stuff was like getting big, and we were playing Halo.
Do you know what LAN is?
Yes.
Yeah,
She's
the
she's a-
Ethernet cable.
Just making sure she's a young Gen Z.
She twitches. So it was like a big deal. So anyway, we were playing like too many video games because it was like too cool all the time. And we would game a lot from like maybe 6 or 7 to like very late.
Oh yeah.
But we all had different schedules kind of how we do things, whether it was because you worked or because, you know, you had homework, classes, night classes, whatever. And what happened was a couple people at the end of that semester or year, whatever, they failed out.
Oh, jeez.
And they failed out of all their classes. And they're like, but we play video games all the time.
Yeah.
And we're like, yes, but we also do our homework. And there were people like Jeremy, like Ryan, who would play their video games before, and they wouldn't start until all their homework was done. There was people like me. I would eat dinner. I'd go back, and I'd do like we just had our setup right here. I'd turn, once it got to about midnight or 1 a.m, I would just turn on a single lamp in my room, got all the Halo out of my system, and then I'd write a paper. Do you have a system for anything? Because you are always up late. So do you game before you do homework? Or do you have rules for yourself?
Which comes first, homework or gaming?
I do my homework first, and then I game to wind down.
To wind down. My gaming usually winds me up. Well, that's when I'm playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's highly competitive.
Yeah, sometimes my heart's like dun, 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 when you got that kill streak going.
Oh, well, when I'm playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, it's so good because like as soon as you finish one thing, then you're already into the next thing, and the story kind of starts as you end one, or the story continues as you finish one
level
quest or something, and then you're like, oh yeah, and if I just do this other thing, oh, that's just 15 minutes, oh, that's an extra 10, oh, that's an extra 15, pretty soon it's 3 a.m. and
The second of all the Call of Duty Warzone matches I've won was at 4 a.m. Like, we had a little squad going of 4 people.
Squad.
And then they were falling off because it was getting late, and it was me and this other railroader, and we were up late, and we just like we gotta do one more, we gotta do one more, we gotta do one more, and then all of a sudden it was like 4 a.m. but we got the W.
Nice.
That was my one of 2 W's on Warzone, which is like, I forget, it's like 150 to 200 people, that start in a match, and you beat them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With your specific gaming interests, is there anybody you can play with on campus there?
We do have a little Tetris group that we play Tetris sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I've watched a video of competitive Tetris, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm surprised by how many techniques and things there are.
Yeah. You're always trying to get that long bar.
What do you think about the word swag? I've been saying it a lot tonight.
Yeah, Michael said it about 15 times for no reason.
I kind of like your swag right now with that microphone.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. Is that Bluetooth?
Swag. No, it's there's a really, really long cord.
Oh, see, I need that. Mine's the average 3-footer or whatever.
What's your impression of the word swag? It's kind of like a joke.
Like swag on or no?
I think it's kind of tacky if you're talking about like the college likes to use it a lot when they're saying they're giving away little knickknacks. They say you can get union swag or whatever. It's that. I think that's a bit tacky.
Well, I think that was how it existed before.
Yeah, when old people say it.
Swag bag.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But I hear it most often. People just use it as an ending. Like they did something that they think is cool, and they just go swag, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The light.
I don't hear it as often.
The
anymore,
compression light keeps coming.
I think it's because of the tinniness of it or something.
I don't know. You sound good, Julia. Don't worry about it.
You sound good. Yeah. Julia, I wanted to ask you about some things I wrote down. I mean, we're catching up because we're a family, but also, got to pay the bills.
While you're looking that up. So
I'm not looking it up. I got it.
Julia, our field reporter, and I will be together for the holidays, Thanksgiving.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
I'm excited too. When do you come home from school?
I should be able to come home next Friday.
Okay. Wait. Oh, next Friday.
So
you'll already
be there a week.
You'll already be there. Yeah. I come on Thanksgiving. Are you picking me up from the airport?
I can.
Okay. Perfect. It'd be sibling airport trip because I'm taking him.
Yeah.
We're going to have a sleepover. Actually, now that we're having a sleepover, I'm actually really excited.
All right. Sleepover. Are we going to do the Rick Glassman shared bathtub sleepover?
I think we might pass on that, but we should do something. We should do something funny.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. I'll be there for a work week, 5 days. Memphis.
I was trying to figure out how you and Julia could do a podcast by yourselves while you're down there.
By ourselves? Well, I mean, we can call in.
I don't know.
Like this?
Well, yeah. I was just thinking it'd just be something different. We'll talk about it in our production meeting.
Yeah. A 0.5 episode?
Yeah, whatever.
We can do that.
Your production meeting. That sounds official.
Yeah. It's
not really.
Every Tuesday at 4:37 p.m.
It's basically like, why did the other person write something in the notes app?
Yeah. What were you talking about?
Okay. This is my actual question. Because I didn't introduce Julia properly. Julia is...
What?
Besides being our sister, she is a pro gamer, a online entrepreneur, a YouTuber,
student,
Twitterer, streamer, beamer, cleamer, lemur,
drummer.
Drummer, yes.
I want to find out actually about your You hit 100 follows on Twitter or something like that?
Yeah. I was surprised, actually.
And how many followers do you have on Twitch?
50, I think.
How many subscribers do you have on YouTube?
It's like 74.
What? And you have
You're way ahead of me.
your video. One of your videos had a lot of. I mean, it had a couple hundred views, which, I mean, I'm not. You know, it's not the Kardashians or anything, but it's just kind of funny because it's not 5. No, not because of you or anything. It's just like you actually have to like be a part of something, or you know, you have your little like online
You're doing it.
gaming community around your. What's that game you play?
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, a fighting game.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, obviously. Great game.
Is it?
Yeah, with an older game like that too.
Does it get?
The only way you can play with people is
Do people call it
like
P4AU?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I knew it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got DQB2. That's how I do. When I want to like.
Oh, Dragon Quest.
Yeah, if I need to Google something, just DQB2.
All I have is COD.
COD classic.
I think I interrupted Julia, but I also forgot the question.
This is what I wanted to know, because you actually put it out there that you wanted 100 followers on Twitter. Did you want it because you got close?
It was at 99.
Oh, because you're just at 99.
And did you?
I was at 99.
Did you do a giveaway? Did you do a giveaway like when I hit 100 followers? You know, giveaway
Pepsi
swag.
No, you think I have stuff?
Grab some of that Union swag that you don't want.
Give away Union swag. Give away a Bulldog bobblehead.
Okay, but Julie, your Twitch, and are you trying to get followers on it?
Not right now. It takes a lot of. If streaming will take a lot of time, and I don't really have a lot of time right now.
Yeah,
because
how many days a week do you stream?
I haven't recently.
Oh,
so it's just like whenever you're able to, you do it.
Yeah.
No schedule.
So like when you put your little video whatever your little template, your little what's it called?
Yeah, an overlay.
Yeah, your little overlay. Yeah.
She's got her face, and then you can see the whole game.
Right, and it's kind of like the 2-picture thing, and so I was just thinking like, was that just for fun, or was it you would like to do it more and actually make it a thing? Not a thing like a job, but a thing like regularly.
Unless you want it to be a job.
I think it would be fun to do it more later, but I don't know how viable that would be. I definitely would want a better computer and stuff too, because that really influences it.
Yeah, high def.
Because,
or just processing power.
Yeah.
My laptop has 2 cores. You can't do very much.
Dual core.
Need more cores. I always say that.
People are always like dual core, and I'm like, what about hardcore?
Yeah. Because I struggle with that with this podcast. Like, it's fun, and I just do it for fun, but then I can never figure out, do I want to do it so for people to share it and me go out there and be like, hey, share this, everybody? Or
where's the line of like, how much do you want to try to get it out there, promote it?
Yeah, because I just want to keep it cash mostly, but then our friend and I wanted to actually say because I wanted to beep out her name, but her name is actually Prindle Ridge Farm, and you probably know because you listen to the podcast all the time, right when it comes out.
Maybe not right when it comes out.
It's okay. You don't have to listen. But she sent us some stuff, and she's like, oh, we know how hard it is to get something started. And I was like, oh, did you think I was like, we are sort of starting this, but I don't know how serious we are sometimes. But then when she said that, I was thinking, well, maybe I do want it to be more serious. And that's why I was like, oh, maybe I want to do a jingle thing, or maybe I want to have a shtick, or maybe I want to make more shareable stuff on social media or whatever. But I actually had a real honest question besides just calling you. If you were really trying to do stuff on Twitch, or I don't know if you have like other threads you try to monitor with your games or whatever.
Yeah, well, my main goal with that whole thing is mostly I really like playing that one character, and I like teaching, and so my main goal is to really teach that character.
Oh yeah, so you're like I don't know, I've seen YouTubes and stuff where, like you said, teaching, you know, they're like giving information on how to like be the best at whatever, you know, some sort of
I have a couple tutorials out there so far.
element of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the hard thing, is like, I feel like we're already the best podcast.
Port Orchard's,
so it's like
Port Orchard's finest podcast.
Yeah, I mean, best podcast out of Port Orchard, obviously. Voted Port Orchard's finest. But yeah, so I feel like now that we started, I'm just kind of bored of it because we're the best.
Jeez.
So it's like, I feel like, what's my motivation, you know?
Oh yeah.
And I feel like if I get a free pizza, is all worth it.
Oh yeah.
Every time I ask for mic cords for my birthday, or
Yeah. No,
a little Switch.
it's not about hanging out
Switcher.
with your brother or anything. It's definitely all about the pizza for sure.
Yeah, one free pizza. That's all I want. No,
I just got a free pizza.
What?
You don't even have a podcast.
Where'd you get a free pizza?
No, what happened was I went to buy a pizza, and I said I wanted from Domino's, and I said I wanted Canadian bacon. But then when I go to pick it up, it's bacon. And then they got confused because they didn't know what Canadian bacon was.
What?
And then when I realized, yeah.
What
And
do they
so
call
we were
it?
like,
What
we
do they
have
call it
bacon
there?
or ham.
Oh,
and so I was like,
and
yeah, I wanted ham. And they're like, okay. And then they just made another one.
The
and I'm
dirty
getting
South,
both.
they call it ham, huh?
They hate Canada.
Yeah. See, we're like 4 hours from Canada, so it's Canadian bacon.
That's weird. Do you have any goals for yourself outside of, because you seem like a pretty strong goal-oriented person. Do you have goals for yourself outside of, you know, you're trying to get your master's and finish school and everything right now, and get a good job and all that? Do you have other goals for yourself outside of school?
I wouldn't call them
sometimes you're
goals,
doing
more like
books
just
and stuff like
personal
that.
projects.
Same diff. Like what?
Yeah. Well, like what I'm doing now with the character, most of the things involving that, actually. But
You're talking about P4UA?
P4AU, the character that I play.
P4AU, you idiot.
Oh yeah,
But-
Arena. Shoot.
Yeah, so more than
Ultimax.
just playing or teaching the game, also like he has themes, and so I've written a piano part to one of his themes. I just listened to it and wrote it out by hand because I didn't know how
You
to
composed
do
it
that.
or transcribed?
transcribed it,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
word. Sorry, you didn't.
Yeah, so I was gonna
composing would
do
be the
that.
writing.
With drums too, and I think that would be a lot of fun to learn how to play those songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, transcription is a great tool that I never got into.
I have another update. We did updates on this podcast earlier, and I need to do an update. I need to make sure nobody knows that I am racist, because I did not know how to pronounce Julia's username same username across multiple platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was like a full Asian word, something that it was from anime or something. And I pronounced it with some flavor that was not intended or accurate.
Like some hibachi or something.
Yes. And some ginger. And so, what's your username?
How do we?
Magatsu Juke.
Yeah. See, the end is just juke. English word, juke.
Yeah, it's
That's
juke
what I
because
thought.
that's what my roommates call me.
But
What'd you say?
I put some spice. I put some spice on it. Magatsu juke.
Oh. Magatsu.
Which, when you look at it,
I always said Magatsu juke.
see, I didn't go that far, so but that sounds Japanese kind of.
Yeah, is it 2 words? Is it 1 word?
What's magatsu?
It's basically 2 words, so I just put them together.
Okay. So
And magatsu
juke.
is a what? Is a character or something?
Yeah, Magatsu, it just means like kind of like corrupt or twisted, because it's like something from a myth. There's like 3 versions of a character in Japanese mythology, and there's like Izanagi, Magatsu Izanagi, and then a 3rd one I don't remember.
And your dark twisted juke.
I only did that because it was like connected with my character, and it wasn't just straight up the character's name. So
Kanye West. Is Kanye West your character? Dark Twisted Fantasy.
You can't.
Your dark twisted
You
juke.
can't tell she's dark twisted juke. Okay. Well, should we create an ending?
Yep.
What are we
Okay.
talking about?
Bad Brothers Pod on. Don't snap. Bad Brothers Pod on Instagram. Bad Brothers Pod, Apple, Spotify.
My God, it's juke on YouTube.
Let me know if you want me to add the podcast on any other place like Google Play. I think Google Podcast now or Google Play. I can't remember.
What's the other one called now? Pardon. What's it called?
Parlor.
Parlor.
Pardon.
Pardon me.
And yeah, YouTube.
Our next episode might be live
Just-
from Tennessee.
Go to my Instagram and you can click the link there. You can find, and you can I just like have the links to all the places.
Go to Bad Brothers Pod Instagram.
Yep. Bad Brothers Pod Instagram.
Bad
And-
family out there. We appreciate you, all the bad family.
Yeah, thank you, Bad Family. Please order one of these 2,500 shirts because they actually cost a lot of money.
Julia, what do you have to say?
Oh, plug your Twitch?
Oh, Twitch.
Plug whatever you want to
Magatsu
plug.
Spell
everything.
it. Spell it.
MAGATSUJUKE.
It sounded like you were singing it almost.
Yeah, it was like a jingle. 877 something cars for kids.
5309.
877 cash now. All right. Julia, we appreciate you, the OG member of the Bad Family.
The first non-bad brother to come along.
I'm the first sibling not related by blood.
Did you know it's National Adoption Awareness Month? Do they send you the emails?
No.
It is. I was kidding about the emails, but it is Adoption Awareness Month.
I could put some of my blood in you, and then you couldn't say that anymore.
That's weird.
I would probably die. What is your blood type?
Oh yeah.
Actually, I don't know my blood type.
I'm actually, you could have some of mine because I have the giver blood type, O positive or whatever. It's like the most neutral, you know?
Mm. Yeah, I'm B positive.
Most bland.
Yeah, bland.
Bland blood. You know that's going to make it in the episode description. Bland blood.
It's like the rice and butter of blood.
Oh, don't do stereotype jokes right now.
How's that stereotype? All right. Anyway. All right, Julia, it was great talking to you.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for FaceTiming. You got all your homework done.
This was fun. Now I'm jealous that Will's leaving.
Yep. Well, apparently you had your chance and you went to Cookie Corral or whatever.
I went to Israel.
Yeah, that too. All right.
Yes.
Julia, love you.
I love you.
Oh, great. Now I have to say it. Love you.
All right. Talk to you later. I have to pee.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.